When you think about it, JJK has really mastered something that no other anime has really been able to truly do. The art of making side characters into main characters, or at least giving them that main character potential and main character aesthetic. Almost every character in JJK that you could probably think of is somebody's favorite, obviously. But most of the characters in JJK have the potential to be main characters. We obviously have Yuta, that kid, and was originally supposed to be the main character of JJK if they just killed off Yuji and everything else like that. But there's so many others that have amazing, interesting storylines and things along those natures that are obviously just still very well capable of having that main character persona. Obviously, when I'm talking about this, we can go through Ghetto, we can go through Toji, we can go through Megami, Nobara, Nanami, like and everybody else. We can name off so many characters, but JJK has been able to truly be able to make side characters into main characters and giving them that potential, giving them that feeling that they could actually be that. And that's honestly one of the main reasons why I love JJK so much. Every character seems like they have their own story arcs that actively give them this actual level of depth and intrigue into them. It gives them this level of actual feeling into them that works perfectly and is able to actively do something that I couldn't even ever imagine anything else not even being like. It's just something that I've actively kind of gotten used to in this anime, which is why I love it so much. JJK is easily one of my top 10 favorite animes, and I have a very specific list on my top 10 favorite animes, which I'm obviously not going to go into now. If you guys do want a video of me just talking about my top 10 most favorite animes and things like that, put it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do on that end. But in all fairness, we just have to talk about the fact that they do it amazingly. Every character has these actual arcs that everyone can love and everything else like that, and you can't really have a character that doesn't seem like they're getting that correct amount of screen time. Obviously, some characters die prematurely and die unexpectedly or just die, period, but you kind of just have to learn to expect it. But either way, the way that you kind of learn to love these characters so much is something that you wouldn't ever be expecting. You wouldn't be used to. You would just be thinking, okay, this is how it's going to be working. This is how they do this and everything else along those lines. And you kind of just expect that, yeah, these side characters and everything else like that. But every character, as I said, is the capable of becoming a main character. Like we have JJK, and it's sometimes where you don't even see Yuji for a good portion of the time, and we're focusing on two other characters that are still able to completely take center stage. Gojo already feels like a main character just because of his energy and the things that he exudes whenever you see him. Sakuna gives off that energy, and a good portion of the characters in JJK give off this just big ego main character level energy that you kind of actively have to get used to and accustomed to because it's just not something that you see in a lot of other animes done this specific way. It's not something that you usually see done, but you kind of just, once you get used to it, it's one of the best things and best feelings that you could ever imagine. It's just something that you really have to love and you really have to get just used to and accustomed to that makes it so much better, so much more appealing to you than any other thing could ever possibly be. We have, like as I said, we have Megami. And he's already an extremely interesting character, and especially with everything that's going on surrounding him at the moment. That's just one of those things that it's really just interesting to see how all that could play out and how a lot of these facts are really going to play out as time goes along. It's just really something that all of these characters are just so interesting to me. And the fact that that isn't the case is something that I never really truly see with a lot of animes these days. They always kind of are starting to have this repeating and repetitive format and things like that, especially with like isekais. And obviously, JJK is not isekai, but that's just kind of me bringing something up in anime in general. But they do it so well, and I actively have to thank everybody that they created it for that and like that works on it just because they do that specific part, and I have to applaud them for that. The way that Gege actively makes these characters is easily one of the best that I could ever think of. Even though like some of these characters just be dude dying out of nowhere, just be getting yeeted out of nowhere, but you kind of have to at least grow to learn how to deal with that. That's just something that is gonna get thrown at you like on a curveball level at any point in given time. So just don't worry about that. That's not something that you have to worry your pretty little minds about. But in all fairness, don't as if you don't give that care in the world, you have to just learn to actually appreciate these characters. But in all fairness, what do you guys actually think about some of these characters in JJK? They are amazing, and no one's ever going to deny that fact. But what do you guys think about their potential to be main characters? Because each of them I see like could actively have their own specific arc to become a main character. Give them a little spin-off or whatever. It doesn't even matter. Like they give them their own solo mini manga or whatever, just to kind of give them more character and development or whatever. But what do you guys think about these characters? How do you guys think that they could be? Do you guys think that they could be utilized any better? Because I don't. Some of these characters are being wasted, yes, which I'm going to have a full series on the characters that I do think are being wasted in JJK, but that's another topic for another video. But I hope that you guys do enjoy this one, and I hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. You guys know the usual. Leave a comment down, and I'm not going to really have a like goal because I don't really usually like having like goals because you guys probably aren't going to like. But if I did, let's just say like 30 likes, hopefully. You guys have been obviously piling to my videos, and I really do want to appreciate you guys to that because I've been getting pretty even viewership on all of my videos. So I got to thank you guys for that. And if you guys are returning, please put it down in the comments that you guys are coming back because I really do love to shout out the people that are coming back and watching my videos or commenting down and really showing engagement because it shows at least I'm growing a community. And that's something that I actively do want to grow in things like that. But I will see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.